Hello and welcome to the second installment of Soul Eating Video Log. You haven't been formally introduced. This is the Monsters book, who will be going down now. Today I wanted to talk about support groups. I had my support group this evening. The topic was exercise, and I have to say it was a rather unorthodox support group. We had one of the doctors at Cedars talk quite extensively about the health benefits of exercise. She made a lot of rather interesting notes and rather interesting points regarding to the health benefits of exercise other than weight loss. Most of it's you've heard it before. Heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, hypertension, hyperlipidemia, metabolic syndrome, colon and breast cancers, the benefits, all this array of illnesses. One thing that she mentioned that I thought was very interesting that I didn't know about was better cognitive function in older adults. Apparently there's a lot of new studies out today where they recognize even further benefits to older adults that with time, when they generally reach dementia, before they can get to that point, exercise can actually benefit them. She unfortunately didn't give all of the slides that she had in her presentation, but something that she talked about that I haven't heard of before was the amount of time that the CDC recommends for minimum amount of physical activity for any person, not just anyone overweight, but any person in this country. They recommend a 150-minute to 300-minute workout per week, which is considered a medium level of physical activity. The benefits of which are claimed to be substantial. Anything over 300 minutes is additional to the health benefits that you see at a 150 to 300 minute level of activity. We also had one of the physical therapists show up, and we had a good 30 to 45 minute workout session, which I thought was really cool. Made me realize how far I have to go, and yet how far advanced I am compared to some other people. It was really enjoyable. I have a ton of energy right now, and indeed, the support group has been very important in my life since I've joined in, I'm going to say, December 2007, January 2008. The group has actually changed my life in a very large way. I not only learned almost everything that I know today from people who have the experience, who are experiencing it or are several years out of their surgery, whether it's lap band or bypass. And from what I learned, I realized I had to acclimate myself to the lifestyle that I'll be leading after surgery. And the steps that I've taken towards that, such as higher protein intake, being accustomed to protein shakes, smaller portions, eating slowly, chewing your food thoroughly, not drinking with meals, not drinking with a straw, a whole host of tiny habits that you need to incorporate in your life. And through that incorporation alone has helped my health in an enormous amount of way. I got myself off of diabetes medication. I lost 35 pounds, and that was with minimal exercise. I think other than, of course, it was a very exciting session, I learned a great deal afterwards, and many of the people in the group will go out for, a meal or for some tea or some coffee afterwards and talk, because the facility shuts down after a certain time. And I sat and I talked with a woman who had bypass and a host of other surgeries that she's been struggling with, and someone who's new to the group who's considering well, she's not considering, she knows she's getting the lap band, and talked about a great many things. One thing is that I may have an umbilical hernia. I'm not sure. My surgeon, excuse me, will ascertain that when he goes in to do the lap band. And this woman who had the bypass has a great deal of experience dealing with insurance companies, and the hot topic lately has been getting your insurance to cover for plastic surgery post your weight loss surgery. As soon as I told her I may have an umbilical hernia, she said, document it, and you may not even want your surgeon to fix it right away, because an umbilical hernia is almost 100% your insurance will cover a tummy tuck, if you can document that you have an umbilical hernia. So I need to do some more research into that. I'm going to call the recommended plastic surgeon that Cedars recommends and talk to him and see what he would suggest. I think my issue is that I don't know if I'll have insurance by the time I lose a substantial amount of weight. Don't really know what the future is going to hold for me, but I'm kind of torn between having him correct the hernia. I'm certain it's not large. There's no, it's not like visible. I can only feel a slight pulling, so it may just be very small. I'm not certain if I'm going to have him fix it now and struggle with the potential fact that I may not be able to have insurance, if I have it, cover a plastic surgery, reconstructive surgery on my abdomen. So I'm gonna do a little bit more research and find out what's going on with that. I don't think I mentioned yesterday, but my lab results came back from my pre-op tests, and my white count was a little high, so I'm concerned, because if it raises, they'll postpone the surgery. But if it stays the same or goes down, then we'll go ahead with the surgery. So I had my CBC and urine analysis done again today, and I'll be harassing my primary care doctor tomorrow to make sure that I get those results. Now, I just wanted to check in briefly. I'm tired. It's been a very long day. I stayed very late at the support group. And tomorrow I'll be checking in. This is, by the way, day 6 and counting. 6 days until my lap band surgery. So thanks for tuning in, those of you who have, and we'll be speaking to you soon. Good night.